All right, let's go on record, please. This is cause number 2020 CR 9439, the state of Texas versus Larry Sierra. Attorney, make your announcements for the record.
Travis Rodriguez for the state of Texas.
Jay Moritz, Your Honor, for Mr. Sierra.
Is that Larry Sierra on the screen? Mr. Sierra is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name, sir.
Larry Sierra.
On the screen, I have the true bill of indictment that was filed in your case. The indictment alleges the offense of possession of a controlled substance in penalty group 1 less than a gram. Do you understand the charge that you have in that indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a state jail felony, and it is punishable by confinement to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. But it's for confinement in the state jail facility for any period between 6 months and 2 years confinement. It also carries a possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand the range of punishment that applies?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to a jury trial, Mr. Sierra. You have the right to cross-examine the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent. Those are your constitutional rights. Do you understand those?
Yes, ma'am.
When you sign this document that I'm showing you on the screen called the court admonishments, what you're telling me is that you're going to give up those rights. Is that what
Yes.
you're doing today?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your electronic signature where it says Larry Sierra, defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am.
If you are not a citizen, I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Mr. Sierra, are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Moritz, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the against him?
In my opinion, he does, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist in the declaration of any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and enter into a plea?
In my opinion, he is, Your Honor.
I will accept the waiver of rights and make it part of the record. Mr. Sierra, on the screen, I have the agreement that you made in this case. That agreement calls for 180 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244 of the Penal Code, and there are no applications for probation. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Moritz?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait, is that your understanding?
It is the state's understanding, Your Honor.
What is your plea to the charge of possession of a controlled substance in penalty group 1 less than a gram? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you entering a plea of no contest because you have talked about this matter with your attorney and you do believe this is in your best interest?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you to enter a plea
No.
or offered you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
I will accept the plea of no contest. I find the plea is voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
The state attached evidence by way of the preferred Adobe sign format, as well as via email for evidence that was too large to include through Adobe sign. I attached opposing counsel to both those correspondence. That being said, the state offers into evidence State's Exhibit 1 and all of its attachments, pending any objections.
No objections, Your Honor.
State's 1 is admitted. Mr. Moritz, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914 in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I did receive the emails and the prior discovery and the lab reports.
Very well. I will sign the discovery acknowledgement and make it part of the record. Give me just a minute to read the exhibits, please.
Hey, Travis, this is Jim Ulcher's door. Oh,
I'm here.
oh,
Just hang tight, Mr. Oldendorf. We're finishing up this plea.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Let's go back on the record, please. I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt, Mr. Sierra. And I will find you guilty of the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than a gram. And I will assess punishment at 180 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244. You do get for the time you have been in on this case.
Judge, you broke up on that last part. Did you say he was getting credit for time, sir? I'm sorry.
Yes, I'll repeat that. I do find you guilty, Mr. Sierra, and I will sentence you to 180 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244. You do get credit for the time you have been in custody on this case. This is a plea bargain case. I did follow your plea bargain agreement. You do not have a right to appeal. Do you understand, Mr. Sierra?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You're excused.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused too?
Mr. Morris, thank you.
Have a great day, Judge.
You. I'm still missing the Antonio Perez. Yeah. And
Judge, can Bob Hicks be put in a breakout room with his client? And he was asking, so we have a plea worked out on his case, and he was asking for a short reset to do the plea because he has 2 other things today. So I don't know what you want to do. I told him we were going to be here all day.
we are? I didn't think we were.
All day.
and done.
Travis, are you available?
They're both in number 4. I think if he can go and come back, I think that would be great. I don't want to have to reset an inmate. Actually, April and John is a bond case. We could do, we could do all the paperwork and then they can just come on Monday and take the plea with me.
And Judge Jim Oldersdorf, if I could talk to Mr. Travis again, please.
Yes, Ashley would move you around.
Okay, thank you.
To make an announcement.
Mr. Stolhansky, you can announce to judge.
Judge Matt Stolhansky,
Yes, sir.
good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I have Mr. Berg, Justin Berg.
Mm-hmm.
It's our first setting. I've talked to Denise. She's made an offer. For some reason, the discovery hasn't been downloaded. I'm in the process of doing that now. I'd like a reset, if I might.
Is this your first setting, you said?
Yes, ma'am. My first setting. I don't know if it's been reset before. I don't see it on the
Let's do May 16th.
May 16th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Does anyone else need to make an announcement? Okay, I have the plea packet on Antonio Perez. I'm ready to go on the record on that case.
I'm gonna swear him in really quick, Judge.
Go ahead.
Mr. Bettis, can you go to room 8?
And how would I do that?
I'll just swear you in right here. Can you raise your right hand? Can you unmute first? Sorry. Are you the defendant in this case?
Yes, I am.
Did you go over the plea and steps with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's your wish to waive your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you.
Judge, could I be in a breakout room with Miss Priscilla Thomas, Jim Oldersdorf?
Yes, Jim, you can just ask Ashley.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Winter, your defendant is in the courtroom.
May I speak to Gretchen, please?
We're going to put you on the iPad with your attorney, okay? You'll be able to talk to him right now. I'm ready on Antonio. Gretchen, do you want to tell me the terms of the plea bargain? Gretchen here, or do you have? Bridget?
It's a 5-year silent on the assault, family choking, and they're TICing the evading arrest, detention, and the interference with the emergency telephone call. And I think the actual paperwork needs to be cleaned up on the record because I don't think Gretchen filled out the paperwork correctly.
Well, it's on the assault third, right? Or the assault strangulation.
Yes.
So it's blank. That's why I asked you the terms. It's just a 5-year silence application.
Correct.
Yeah. So I can put that on the record and then go back and put it in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the TICs are going to be 666360 and 2021 CR 9275.
Correct.
Are we going to reset this for a TAP and PSI?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's go on the record. Mr. Pettis, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Flores? Mr. Flores, you need to unmute yourself. You were excused already. Hit that button. I'm sending you a message so you can hit that button. Can you send them a chat, please, so I can take this plea? No, he's still there. Gerardo Flores? He's right there. Because now he's connected to audio. Just send him a message. Let's go on the record, please. This is cause number 2021 CR 9164. The state of Texas versus Antonio Perez. Attorneys, please make your announcements for the record.
Gretchen Plater for the state.
Bridget Garza for defense.
Mr. Perez is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name, sir.
Antonio Cesar Valdez Perez.
On the screen, I have a true bill of indictment that was filed in this case. It alleges the offense of assault by choking or strangulation in count 1, and then count 2 is assault family second offense. Assault family, second offense. State, which count are we proceeding on?
The choking, I believe.
So count 1. That's a 3rd-degree felony, Mr. Perez. A 3rd-degree felony is punishable by confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, the institutional division, for any period between 2 and 10 years confinement. It also carries a possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand the range of punishment that applies?
I do, Your Honor.
You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to cross-examine witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent. Those are your constitutional trial rights. When you sign the document that I have on the screen, what you're telling me is you're going to give up those rights. Is that what you intend to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your electronic signature above the words Antonio Perez, defendant?
It is.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am, Your Honor.
You are not a citizen. I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Mr. Perez, are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
I am.
Ms. Garza, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the proceedings against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm able to assist you in the preparation of any defense.
He has, Your Honor.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and enter into a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept a waiver of rights and make it part of the record. Mr. Perez, I have gone over the plea bargain, the terms of the plea bargain agreement with your attorneys, well, with both the attorneys. And what they have told me is that this is an agreement for a 5 years silent. So basically you are applying for deferred adjudication or straight probation. The state will be silent on your application. So they reserve the right to speak as to factual issues, but that's all. So it's not an opposed application. It's just silent. They won't recommend one way or the other. So what that means is that we were going to have to reset this matter for a TAP evaluation and a PSI, and then we will return for sentencing. In exchange for your plea, the state agrees to dismiss cause number 2021 CR 9275 and cause number 666360. Those terms are not written on the document I'm showing on the screen due to an error, but I will go back and write those on there so that it is part of the written documents as well. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Garza, I didn't hear your
Oh,
response.
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
What is your plea to the charge in count 1, assault of a family member by choking or strangulation? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Are you entering a plea of no contest because you have talked about this matter with your attorney? Do you believe it's in your best interest?
Yes.
Are you doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Anyone forced you to enter a plea today
No, ma'am.
or offered you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
I will accept your plea of no contest. I do find the plea is voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
Data for States Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
This one is admitted. Ms. Garza, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914 in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement and make it part of the record. Give me just a minute, please.
Gretchen, can you go to 1 real quick?
Gretchen,
Yes, Judge.
is this part of what I have to strike through?
Oh, my God. Yes, Judge. I'm sorry you froze.
Yeah, because I need that's the whole indictment. So I need to strike through the part he's not pleading to.
Ma'am,
We're going to ask to be excused when the judge finishes this plea.
Did you get her email address? Ask her to chat it in here. Ms. Rendon, can you chat your email address in the chat box?
Mr. Hicks wanted to know if they were to complete paperwork today and then leave. I told him I had no idea what was going on. So
No, that's not exactly correct. I must have mistyped. I do need to go, and the plea is set for Monday morning. And I will get Gretchen my client's email as soon as I get it. Or as she was discussing with my client, maybe she can chat it in. Because I haven't gotten anything. Can I go back in with Gretchen? Please.
I don't think you need to. I just chatted her that, is there something wrong with the plea paperwork?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look at the plea paperwork.
Okay. I mean,
I'll get it back to you as quick as I can. It's not going to be just instantly. Okay. Judge said that we could do the plea Monday morning at 9:30.
yes.
I'm just
I
waiting to
suggest
see.
why don't you just have her show up in the courtroom?
We can do that.
Because if she's having this much issue with just being able to talk, then she's not going to be able to do the plea. So
Right.
why don't you just have her come to the courtroom? I've already put the paperwork to go to the iPad in the courtroom. She can just use that on Monday.
Okay.
And then we won't have to worry about her email address.
That's
All
fine.
righty. Your Honor,
Yes,
may Ms. Rendon and I be excused.
yes, that's fine. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
this is George Schaefer. Can I be put into a breakout room with Travis Rodriguez, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Ashley.
Thank
All right, let's go back on the record on Antonio Perez. Where's David?
I'm letting him back in, Judge. I think he got kicked off.
Ready, Dave?
What does it say?
Let's go back on the record. I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt. I will make no other findings at this time. Mr. Pettis, what we're going to do is we're going to reset this case for a pre-sentence investigation report as well as a TAP evaluation. So the TAP evaluation will tell me all about your substance abuse history, any drugs, alcohol, anything. Because there appears to have been some alcohol involved that night, I am going to be looking at that very seriously. As well as the status, Ms. Garza, if you can help me with that, I need to know the status of the no contact. There was a previous emergency order that was issued in this case at the time that it happened. So I need to know if there's any contact between the two parties, if they have any children together, anything like that. The reset date. Let's shoot for May 5th. That is exactly 6 weeks probation. So, all right, that's all that we have for today. We'll see you back here May 5th.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
No, he needs to talk to probation. Mr. Bettis, you need to talk to probation.
I'm able to release.
You're gonna have to verify with the DA's office, Mr. Lessert. I don't know what email they put.
Well, Gretchen disappeared on me. I'll wait for her. Sorry.
Mr. Pettis, you probably might to go talk to probation. Check your screen.
It's room 13, Mr. Bettis.
Okay, how do I do that?
Looks like the paperwork, I'm just missing the paperwork on Kyle Stone and missing the plea packet.
Judge, we're trying to get the plea packet and the waiver over to Mr. Stone. I've signed it and he only got one document so far. That's what the holdup is.
Okay, call the jail, tell them to pull up the plea packet.
Hey, Todd, I've got the paperwork, sir.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I am.
I'm sorry. Ashley, if you could stick us back in a breakout room, I apologize.
No, he got it, apparently he got it.
You just have to go back, Mr. Lessert.
Can I get a list of all the cases that are BFs right now?
Only two. It's Zachary Niles and Louis Salinas.
Okay.
John Bell, did he show up?
Yes, Judge, but I don't see Joseph Martinez.
You don't see who?
Joseph Martinez, Anita Kell.
Oh, yes, that's another one.
Ashley, can I be placed back in a room with Travis?
So Judge, on Martinez, this is the second time he's gone forfeited. Can we make sure that it's set at no bond next time or keep him from? What'd you say? I'm sorry, Judge.
I'll pull up the file. I'm gonna go get the physical.
Okay.
I know we keep putting out Mr. Flores, but unless somebody grabs his attention, he's gonna keep wanting to come back in. Let's please try to get him to unmute himself or contact the office and see if they can call him. I know, he was connected before. Mr. Flores?
Yes, it's me, huh?
Yes, you are excused, sir. Your attorney is about to start another trial in another court. So you can be excused. Your next court date is April 5th, okay?
April?
April 5th. Right.
So that's it for today?
That's it for today. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
This is John Winter on Jimmy Rivera. Could I confer with Gretchen, please?
Sir.
Your Honor, this is Carl Basil here on Amanda Villarreal. I've talked to Gretchen, if I could talk to my client. I didn't get the email this morning, I'm sorry, but I was in 144th on a murder case. So. Thanks.
Is Mr. Stone sworn in?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Did you say that John Leal logged on? Ashley?
Yes, Judge, he was on earlier.
I didn't excuse him though, so where'd they go?
I don't even know where Arlene went.
Still be a Lauren Lefton and Dennis Campos. What happened with that one?
She wanted 30 days because she needs a Padilla letter.
Yes, so what date did you give her?
I didn't.
She's not on. Neither is her client.
They were on earlier, Judge. They were waiting to announce, but I'll have her log back in.
John Winter, there's John. John, do you have an update for the court?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think to err on the side of caution, it might be a good idea to have Mr. Rivera evaluated. So I'll file that paperwork today. And I'd like to be put in a breakout room with him again to kind of explain to him what that means and why I want to do that.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Frank Sandoval, I saw you log on.
Oh, hi, Judge.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. Yes, Your Honor, good morning. I apologize for the delay in getting back. I spoke with Miss Gretchen and Miss Denise earlier regarding Miss Nancy Gutierrez. And the offer extended is not accepted at this time. I will be giving Miss Gutierrez's history, be filing a request for an evaluation. That's where I stand with both of Ms. Gutierrez's matters at this time.
So is it that she's rejecting, I mean, those two are not consistent statements. How can she reject if she's not?
Well, again, I did convey the offer to her. They were rejected. Given her history, which is long, I believe for all practical purposes and an overabundance of caution, that she be deemed competent to move forward on these two matters, Your Honor.
I agree. That's not the issue, but what I'm saying is realistically, she cannot decline an offer. She can't make.
It's interesting you bring that up because as a baby lawyer, I had the same discussion with Judge Susan Reed many years back. I'm thinking I'm dating myself here, and you're absolutely right, Your Honor. But in my role as her advocate, I had to at least convey the offer, and the response was a negative. So for full disclosure to the court, I'm letting the court know what occurred this morning.
Okay, I get that. Thank you. So go ahead and file your motion, Mr. Sandoval.
I appreciate it, Your Honor, and thank you for the courtesy and allowing me to zoom back in and out to the other matters to come in.
No problem.
As with everyone, we're enjoying this work in progress as we go through it.
Yes, it's a very fluid situation. All righty, Mr. Lopez. I don't see Brandon Lopez on. Probably is that a plea state? What is going on with that?
I think he's conferring with Travis.
He has 6 holds out of Uvalde County.
Yeah.
Okay. George, what are we doing on yours?
Judge, my client has one case that's indicted and one that's unindicted.
Okay.
We'd like to reset it. Installed on her partner that she lives with is already provided the DA's office with an application. And unfortunately, the fund dealing with it are not here. Gotta send more.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so let's reset this for May 2nd.
I won't be here on May 2nd. I'm gonna be in Mexico. And I have a vacation weather.
Just log off from your phone.
From Aguascalientes, Mexico.
Oh, Aguascalientes, Mexico. When are you gonna come back, George?
I'll be leaving on the 28th and I'll be back on the 7th.
So let's do May 16th.
Very good, Judge. I'll put it in.
Okay, thank you.
Hopefully by then.
All right, sounds like you guys are in the breakout room, Mr. Winter. You just have to go back there. You're both in the breakout room. I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll come back and do the plea on Kyle Stone. So I'll be right back.
Your Honor, this is Arlene Gay.
Yes.
I've been zooming in and out. I'm out of county this morning. I had John Lee out. Denise and I conferred, and my client was on this morning. He notified my office that he got kicked off, and
I didn't kick him off. So can you ask him to just, you're good to go. You're not going to work it out today, right?
That is correct, Your Honor. Do you want him?
Have him log on so I can see him?
Okay, I'll do that. See if my office can, because
I have him. I just need to see him on Zoom, that's all.
Okay.
And I'll give May to come back.
But which date? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
May 16th.
16th. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Just have him log back on.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break.
Ashley,
Yes.
are you taking a break?
No, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, can I ask you about all the cases? Because it was a little bit overwhelming this morning.
Yes.
Hey, before Gretchen does that, can I just ask you real quick? I was in that breakout room and there's nobody there. Breakout room number 1.
He wanted to confer with you, Gretchen.
No, not with Gretchen, with the defendant.
Let's see where
Jimmy Rivera.
7. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Gretchen, whenever you're ready.
Okay, Carrie Gittens.
Gittens is reset to 5-2. If he has an agreement sooner, we can bring it in sooner or send it to jail court.
Okay. Priscilla Thomas.
He was still conferring with Travis. There you go, Jim.
Yes. We reached an agreement and I need to get her email to send to Travis. Sorry, this is Jim Oldersdorf interrupting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dominique Duhart.
5-2.
For trial or what?
No, to confer.
She just announced on Julia. On Denise Campos.
She wanted to reset for 30 days, but she never announced to judge. I asked her to log back in, but I haven't seen her yet.
Okay. Joe Ramirez.
Hector
Yes,
Garza
ma'am.
is in trial in civil. So he's not going to be able to join. I don't know if judge wants
Sorry,
to
what'd you
release him.
say?
He is in trial in civil. I don't know if judge wants to release him or reset him. I don't know.
He's in custody.
Yes, but Hector Garza is in trial on the civil side.
Can we carry it to next week because I've made a 1244A offer?
It's whatever judge wants to do.
Okay, I'll ask her. Carlos Pryor.
523.
For trial or?
No, not that I remember.
Okay.
And I'm back on Mr. Moran. I didn't get any paperwork on him though, Gretchen.
Travis, are you here?
He's in the breakout room.
Oh, no, he's here. He's in the main room. Hey, Travis.
Yeah. Hey, Linda. I need your client's email address, please.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Dustin Shin, Ashley.
I'm sorry, 4-4.
Travis, I just put that in your chat.
Angel Gonzalez.
5-2.
And Eddie Sanders. Oh, that's the one that they were talking about still. Okay. Good. Oh, Rudy Coronado.
indict that case.
Okay.
And actually on Eddie Sanders, I just wait for a judge to update.
Yes, she stepped away. She'll come back and take your announcement.
No problem.
May I go into a breakout room with Mr. Moran, with him having the ability to share screen so we can review the paperwork?
Linda, I'm gonna need his email too.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I thought I sent that.
It's
Try
with
that again.
you, but once you sign, I need it to go to the right email.
Yes, ma'am. Let's see here.
You're both still in 5. You just have to go back.
Okay, I just sent that to you, and Mr. Moran, please click on join breakout room. It may be under more.
Linda, I'm gonna need you to sign it first and then it'll go to him.
Okay.
That way I can put the right email.
Okay, I have the plea on Kyle Stone. On the assault family second. Are you going to dismiss the other one, the unauthorized use? Yes. I see that. Let's get ready to go on the record, please. Where's David? Does anybody need to announce before I go on the record?
Yes, Judge, it's Brandon Lopez on
Yes,
Eddie's.
Judge.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, what's going on?
Judge, a couple of weeks ago, I inherited the rest of the cases from Bridget Garza on this, and we got an updated offer today. And I just need a little bit of time to talk with Mr. Sanders and to catch up on some of the cases I just got.
Yeah, did you see he has all those holds from Uvalde?
We did. We were made aware of those, yes.
And I spoke to, and I should have probably talked to you, Brandon. I spoke to the prosecutor there, and he agreed to run his cases CC with ours.
Okay. Well, that's actually good news.
I know for sure they want him, so. All right, so let's do May 16th.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anyone else need to announce?
Yes, it's Lauren Lefton on Dennis Campos.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, you just granted my Padilla motion about, I think on Friday, so I haven't had a chance to set up that immigration attorney quite yet. So if we could get a reset so I could get that done, I'd appreciate it.
Did I see your client? I don't think I saw your client earlier.
In general, I've had contact with him. I did send him the Zoom link this morning and I didn't hear back from him. But if you could, if anything, recall it and I can follow up with Ashley. If I get in touch with him, I'd appreciate it.
Why don't we do this? Let's reset him for Monday in person.
Monday in person. Okay. And if I get in touch with him today and he can Zoom in, would that be okay? Thank you, ma'am. That sounds good. May I be excused?
Thank you. James Olderstore, announcement.
Yes, Judge, I'm trying to get back with Ms. Thomas to get an email address so we can send that to the DA. We have an agreement. So I've called, but she's using her boyfriend's phone and he hasn't.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Can you go in the breakout room with me so I can get that?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Did we hear back from Hector Garza?
He's in trial on the civil side with Judge Haas.
And Judge, on that, I've offered a 1244A. Could we carry that one to Monday also to see if it's going to work out?
Yes. Monday in person, please. I know Judge Haas has a jury, so. All right. I think those are all the cases I have. I just have the plea on Kyle Stone and Jim's plea, Mr. Olderstorff on Priscilla Thomas. Everyone else is a BF or Linda Corley. What do we do with Linda's?
It's going to be a plea.
So he's going to enter the plea today?
Yes. And then what did Carl Basil do on Via Real?
He's still conferring. Carl.
Here, Your Honor. I've conferred with my client. She wants to be able to look at the discovery, the videos. I just got appointed on this on the 18th, so I haven't had a chance to do that. I know I got a email from Gretchen, and I explained that to her. And there's some information from the mother that I need to check out, or maybe possible Brady information.
I'll bring her over April 5th in person. She can look.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Even April 5th in person? Okay. I'll make sure I put it on my file. And Gretchen, I'll give you an email after I had a chance to do that. I watched it. I looked at Discovery, but I haven't had a chance to go with her in detail yet. So.
Okay. So I'll hold off on getting it indicted until after that setting.
Okay. All right. Thanks. All right.
Sure.
Can we excuse in, Your Honor?
Yeah, yeah, excuse.
Cheryl, you can sign out too.
Yes, Mr. Ramirez will bring you over to court on Monday.
Everybody have a good day.
Thank you.
What was that, ma'am?
You're going to be brought back on Monday.
Okay, thank you. Do I sign out?
Yes, thank you. Ready, David? So assuming we get all the paperwork, we just have 2 more pleas after this one. Let's go on the record, please. Mr. Stone, you can unmute yourself. Let's go on the record. This is cause number 2022. CR 2886W, the state of Texas versus Kyle Stone. Attorneys, please make your announcements for the record.
Gretchen Plater for the state.
Todd Lessert for Mr. Stone.
Mr. Stone is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name, sir.
Kyle McGee Stone.
Thank you. Mr. Stone, on the screen, I have the information that was filed in this case. The
Yes, Your Honor.
alleges the offense of assault, family violence, second offense. And before we talk about the range of punishment that applies to that charge, I want to go over another document with you. It's in this packet. It's called the Waiver of Indictment and Reading of Information and Rights. This document explains to you that you have the right to the grand jury, to have the grand jury review your case and decide if there's a charge to be had, and then if there's going to be an indictment delivered to you. Once the indictment is given to you, you have 2 days to review that indictment with your attorney. You also have 10 days to prepare for trial. When you sign this document, Mr. Stone, what you're telling me is you're basically going to skip that grand jury process by giving up your right to the grand jury.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm aware. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is this your electronic signature above the word?
It is, ma'am.
I will sign the waiver of indictment and reading of information and rights. A 3rd-degree felony is punishable by confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. The institutional writing period between 2 and 10 years confinement, possible fine of up to $10,000. Do you understand that range of punishment?
I do, ma'am.
You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to cross-examine the witness against you. You also have the right to remain silent. Those are your constitutional rights. Do you have those?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Sign this document. What you're telling me is you're going to give up those rights we just went. That what you intend to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your electronic signature on the waiver of rights?
It is, Your Honor.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
I am.
If you are not a citizen, I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, denial of naturalization under federal law.
Yes, ma'am, I'm aware.
Stone, are you satisfied with the representation of your attorney?
I am, very much so.
Mr. Lessert, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the proceedings against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Has he been able to assist you in the preparation of any defenses?
He has.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and enter into a
He is.
accept the waiver of rights and make it part of the record? Mr. Stone, on the screen, I have the plea bargain agreement in this case. It calls for 2 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, the institutional division. There is no fine and no applications. The state is going to dismiss 2021 CR 10558. That is the unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am, it's my understanding.
Mr. Lessert, is that your understanding?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
What is your plea to the charge of a second?
No contact.
Are you entering a plea of no contest because you have talked about this matter with your attorney and you believe it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Has anyone forced you to enter a plea?
No, Your Honor.
Offered you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor, they have not.
I will accept the plea of no contest. I do find the plea is voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
It offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachment.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Lessard, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914?
I am.
I will sign the discovery acknowledgement in this case and make it part of the record. Give me just a minute, please.
Mr. Lessert, he never signed. I just sent y'all the paperwork again, so y'all can do it again.
I beg your pardon?
He never signed the waiver or cert of appeal. I just sent it to you again. If you can sign it, it'll go to him.
Oh my, okay. Well, let me run over to my other computer real quick and look at that. I did not, we hadn't know that we had that omission. I'll be over there.
Ashley, Jim Olderdorf, did you get an email from me?
Yes,
I mean,
Jim.
a chat? Okay, good. Thank you.
Is she
Jim.
applying for anything?
Deferred.
I'll send it over right now.
Okay, would you let the DA know the same thing? The email?
Flying over penguins and glaciers in Antarctica over the next 10 years will be a
Customs and Border Protection agents say a 4-year-old girl is now safe.
Do I need to go back to the email? I can't hear you.
Ashley?
Yes, ma'am.
So I've done the plea packet with him, but I still don't have the court paperwork in my inbox. In my email.
I'm working on paperwork. Let me
Okay.
finish it and then I'll send you a reminder.
Okay, yes, perfect.
But yeah, it
no
should be
worries.
with you, but I'll send it right now.
Okay, thanks. Ashley, I just found it. I got it.
Let's go back on the record, please. You do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt, Mr. Stone?
Sure.
I will find you guilty of the offense of assault, family, second offense. I will sentence you pursuant to your agreement to 2 years confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. You do get credit for the time you have been in custody in this case.
Your Honor, I'm asking, do I also get credit for the time I served custody for the unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, which was up to 100 days?
I don't know.
Because that was not the agreement.
That was not part of the agreement, Your Honor. And may it please the court, I believe we may be missing a consent to plea by video conference signed by Mr. Stone and his waiver of appeal.
I'll wait for it, but let me finish with the sentencing part. So 2 years confinement, Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division. I have already dismissed cause number 2021 CR 10558. There was an affirmative finding of family violence. No contact order was Shane Connor. So I will wait for that form to be signed and executed by you, Mr. Stone, but as it regards plea bargains, this is a plea bargain case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I followed your plea bargain agreement, so you do not have a right to appeal. So
Yes, Your Honor.
please don't go anywhere. I need you to execute that waiver, the proceeding by video conference and the trial court certification. So if you can please take some time, Mr. Lesser, and go in a breakout room and execute those.
Thank you, Your
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.